Are you preparing for the financial knock-on effect? It's an exciting time for some salons as their doors reopen for business, as they have for many salons in some countries. And I don't want to come across as being all doom and gloom and like the Grim Reaper here. But there is an inevitability about a looming financial knock-on effect from the COVID-19 crisis. And while most of us have been able to survive the health crisis, we now need to make sure that we are financially prepared for the times ahead, so that we're ready for whatever happens. Now, I know that when the doors have reopened, that it must be a great feeling of things getting back to some sense of normalcy and you being back in control. But we need to navigate this new business environment very carefully. I would expect that for most salons that there will be an initial surge of business, and getting cash flowing again is like getting oxygen back into the business, which has got to be a good thing. But the problem is that if the cash inflow of the business drops and the cash outflow remains or even increases, then there's a problem. So what you need to do is reduce the cash that's going out and increase the cash that's coming in. So here are 10 things to do to reduce the cash outflow. Now, you don't have to write them all down as I talk. If you want a copy of them, I have a free PDF download under the coronavirus support section on the growmysalonbusiness.com website and in the business bucket of Paul Mitchell Pro's social gathering platform. So, at number 1, if you are lucky enough to have cash reserves in the business, then protect them, because you have no idea of what lies ahead. So protect any savings that you may have built up within the business. At number 2, look for the low-hanging fruit that you can stop paying out. For example, what are the no or low benefit expenses like app subscriptions and entertainment that you could easily get rid of? At number 3, it's a little bit like number 2, except it's focused on you as the business owner. So what personal expenses are there that are of no or low benefit that you can cancel? At number 4, your biggest business overhead is going to be your employee costs. So could you reduce the people on your team who are not productive? Now, I understand that that may sound a little mercenary, but sometimes you need to lay off some people who need to go so that you can survive as a business. Or another option maybe to consider is number 5. Could you voluntarily reduce everyone's hours and pay in order to be able to keep everyone on? And number 6, it's important to remember that it isn't just your business that's affected. In other words, you may need to move quickly and, where possible, renegotiate terms with any recurring or one-time expenses like leases or loans or rents that you might have. Number 7 is seek new payment terms or extensions from your regular vendors and suppliers. Number 8 is it's important to actively communicate with anyone that you owe money to, even if it means that you're forced to reduce the amount that you can realistically pay and break those payments into smaller but more frequent amounts so that everybody wins. Number 9 is shorten the lease on your premises to lessen your exposure. For example, could you shorten your lease from 5 years to 1 year so that you lessen your exposure if things did go bad? And finally, at number 10, if you own the property, could you refinance the mortgage to take advantage of the reduced interest rates? Now, not every business survives economic downturns. And unfortunately, this is a time where we're being hit by something that is unprecedented, and it's inevitable that there's going to be business casualties. But if you're disciplined and if you focus on the numbers, you can get through it and you can come out the other end of this stronger and better prepared than ever. So until next time, stay safe.